And now it's time for our epic tech challenge, our battle. This is the battle of the biggies, the Samsung Galaxy S8 Ultra. That's the tablet that's made so much of news. And we've got the big classic, the iPad Pro, the 12.9-incher with the M series of chips. So this is a really interesting battle, but we're only going to do tablet-to-tablet comparisons. We're not going to run away with what else it can do and everything else. Let's take a look. Which one really is the one you should go for? Remember, the iPad Pro could well turn out to be a little cheaper than the Samsung, but is that the only reason you should buy it? We'll find out.
The recently launched Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra is the biggest and fastest tablet that one can find with Android on it. It has the display, performance, internals and design going right up to the bleeding edge of technology. But it is also important to test it against the biggest and fastest offering from Apple, the 12.9-inch iPad Pro with M1, a device that has been a dominant force for years when it comes to premium tablets. And today we compare the two to find out which one is the better tablet for you. Both tablets sport massive displays on the front and their design finds ways to deal with the sheer mass that comes with it. The 12.9-inch iPad Pro has a thicker chassis with a 4:3 aspect ratio, which makes it taller and less wide than the S8 Ultra, which opts for an even bigger 14.6-inch panel with a 16:10 aspect ratio. And even though both tablets can easily fatigue your hands, the iPad Pro will be much easier to handle without a case. And while both tablets seem like they will snap in half if enough pressure is applied, the S8 Ultra will give out much easier because of its slimmer and wider chassis. Another aspect that the iPad Pro pulls over the S8 Ultra is the location of the charging point of the stylus. The S Pen has to be placed at the back of the tablet to be charged, and the Apple Pencil has to be placed on the side, which is a much better and more accessible spot. So safe to say that when it comes to design, the iPad Pro plants itself firmly ahead. While the displays are impressive on both tablets, they are powered by different technology. The S8 Ultra has a Super AMOLED LED panel. The iPad Pro instead goes for a mini LED panel. Both displays have a high refresh rate of 120 Hz and Quad HD resolution, but where the iPad Pro pulls ahead is the brightness enabled by the mini LED backlight. Due to local dimming zones enabled by the technology, the contrast is amazing and the panel gets a maximum brightness of 1000 nits, which is double of the S8 Ultra. So, media consumption of HDR videos, outdoor viewing, and just the overall experience is superior with the iPad Pro, even if the size and aspect ratio of the display on the S8 Ultra is better. The iPad comes with the iPad OS on board, while the S8 Ultra has Android 12. With Android 12 and Samsung's great software features, the multitasking capabilities of the S8 Ultra are far ahead of anything that the iPad can do. Free-flowing windows and having more than 3 apps on the screen are all possible. But what is even better is DeX mode, which makes the S8 Ultra work like a laptop. Where the iPad OS shines is with smoothness, stability, ease of use, and better pro and creative apps like Procreate and LumaFusion, both of which are unavailable on Android so far, even though Samsung did announce at the launch event that LumaFusion is coming soon to Android. As for performance, the M1 powered iPad Pro pulls ahead as it is heavily optimized and amazing with performance without much heat being generated. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, while great with performance, does heat up, but with most of it being dissipated by the big chassis of the S8 Ultra. In terms of battery life, there are some very small differences between the two. While the iPad Pro lasts 10 to 11 hours on a single charge, the S8 Ultra lags with 9 to 10 hours of usage being put out on a single charge. Both perform well when standby time is considered, but where the S8 Ultra shines is the charging time, as the tablet can be charged from 0 to 100% in less than 1 hour 30 minutes with the 45-watt charger bought separately. The iPad Pro takes more than double of that with 3 hours. So, even though the battery life is better with the iPad Pro, the experience is better with the S8 Ultra. So, point for Samsung. Having a keyboard and a stylus is what makes the experience with the tablets complete, and so they are very important. With the iPad, the accessories are better, with the Magic Keyboard innovative and new with how it has been built and the ease of use that the Apple Pencil brings. But with Samsung, the first great thing is how the S Pen comes in the box while the Apple Pencil has to be bought separately. And even though the Magic Keyboard is better, the keyboard cover for the S8 Ultra is cheaper and has a great set of keys and trackpad. The Samsung Galaxy S8 Ultra starts at 1,08,999 rupees with 256 GB of storage, while the 12.9-inch M1 iPad Pro starts at 99,900 rupees with 128 GB storage. And with everything that we know, the decision on what is better depends on what the user prioritizes the most. If you want a bigger display, great multitasking, cheaper accessories, faster charging, and an overall better bang for your buck, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra is the way to go. But if a better screen, better overall software experience, better performance, better pro apps, and better accessories are needed while cost is no concern, the 12.9-inch iPad Pro will be the better choice for you.